They're like my favorite podcast to listen to.
Get a sound check.
All right.
Yeah!
Yeah, you've been laughing all over this thing.
Dude, I love them.
Here we go! It's the Tryforce.
Due to unfortunate circumstances, Colton and Zach hating on my best boys, I snuck into the studio with two very special guests today to do a takeover. This is a special takeover for Super Simptember, where we are going to be discussing simps, characters we simp for. Because, you know, if I can't love my best boys around my other friends here, I'll just bring in my own. I'm your favorite simping host, Rain, and I'm going to have my guests introduce themselves. So,
Cole, yeah, I'm just here to have a great time and talk about Sims.
And our other guest,
Angela, I'm Rain's fiance.
These are my two favorite peoples because we all have something very in common where we just love characters so much, and I can talk about my favorite characters for like hours because I have no filter and don't know how to shut up. And I think I annoy Colton and Zach enough with that.
So now it's our turn. Got it.
Yeah. So it's your turn to listen. You listen to me all the time, but Nicole doesn't get to, and I get to hear Nicole's like take on characters, which I'm a little excited about. Very excited about.
Get very ready.
Okay. Well, I figured for a starting point, as where most people start, we start at the beginning. You know, take it back all of those years ago to when we first started loving characters from anime, from video games, movies, you know, and just bring the whole community back to a time when things were simpler and I can go on the internet without being yelled at for liking characters. Thanks for laughing. I'm kind of funny. I don't know why people keep me around. Oops. But do either of you want to start, or would you like me to start?
I want you to start.
You want me to start
us off.
All right, so I'm gonna take us back to the year of 2004, right? When I fell in love with a character, which I'm shaming myself for, but I still love this character to this day, so I probably shouldn't. But if you guys remember a show called Code Lyoko,
yes,
which was a French animation,
yes,
Nicole just got so hyped.
Big forehead babies.
Big forehead babies, yeah. My first simp experience, I suppose, with anime at the time was a character by the name of Odd Delarobia, and I am literally gonna just shame myself because that boy was such a fucking idiot. Was he the loud blonde?
Oh, the loud blonde. So shocking.
I didn't know until recently that my type was loud blondes. I should say that. Like, it literally hit me like a fucking ton of bricks the other day, and I like cried about it because I didn't think I had a type. But yeah, Odd Delarobia, fucking idiot, loud blonde, snuck a dog into the dorms, all things that my brain, little 10-year-old brain was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my whole life. And now I own all the DVDs. So thank you. Thank you for coming to my den.
I have to be honest with you, like wife to wife, I actually didn't watch much of it. So we're going to have to sit down and actually like do
Well,
that.
I own all the DVDs, so we can. But if one of you would like to talk about one of your OG simps, I think, Nicole, if you would like to take the floor.
I would like to take the floor. I don't know if you remember a little show that aired on like a bit of what is it? Adult Swim, like the after anime, and a bit of Toonami. Inuyasha.
Yes. Oh. Yes.
Yes. So one of my favorite characters at that time was Inuyasha, the main character, the half human, half dog demon. I remember watching the show and I was like, oh my gosh, one has long hair, looks fabulous, and he will stab you with a sword.
Nicole, the way I feel about men with long hair,
the way I feel about men that'll stab you with a sword.
you remember? I'm not sure. Nicole, did you watch I don't remember, this so long ago. Like, there was a movie. There was at least one movie. Imagine, like, little baby me. There's a scene in it where, like, Inuyasha and Kagome kiss. And me being a whole ass child freaking out. I'm just like, they smooched on live.
No, but I was just like, I was so happy because at that time with like anime, they didn't have characters like, say, like main protagonist women being like with dark hair. It was mainly either like blonde or like they had a certain type. So I was just like, I had dark hair. I'm Kagome. And like that whole thing happened. But then I remember watching it like every time it came on, and I was just like, I had the poster. I had the first manga that actually came out in 1997. I found that out. I was like, I was one. I couldn't read at one, but I mean, I got it as a present. But I found out that they actually made in this year for October coming out, Inuyasha, like the sequel, like in the future. And I was so hyped. I want to watch it so bad.
We were talking about that the other day.
I was talking about how I'm going to have to sit you down and make you watch all like 100-something episodes.
Yeah, no, I've never seen an episode of Inuyasha, so.
I'm having like war flashbacks to being, I don't know, like 10 and making my poor Italian traditional old school grandma make me like a Kagome costume, like the like Japanese schoolgirl costume, and her having no idea what was going on. She's like, what in God's name is
this? Is how it be.
Good times. Good times.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to talk about my Inuyasha simps. I guess this is where my love of problematic men started, Sashomaru. Because look at him. Look at the fur, the hair. Absolutely delicious, exquisite, immaculate, just chef's kiss. And weirdly, Koga.
That's the wolf guy.
Yeah, the wolf guy, the guy who was like the
love rival. The love rival.
The love triangle of Kagome. But mostly I was just really mad at Inuyasha for his fuckery with Kikyo. And I think it just made me simp for Koga because I was so mad at him.
I mean, anger simping is definitely a thing.
So it's also like wolf boys. Like, I mean, like, what can I say?
Isn't that like the
dog?
Excuse me, Inuyasha is a dog.
Okay, sorry, animal boys. Which I can't say anything about because when Odd goes into the fucking Lyoko universe, he's a cat. So what can I say? He's a cat boy.
It really do be like that.
It really. I'm just gonna look away once again, shamefully, because this is who I am as a person.
No shame, only simp.
No shame, only simp. That's the name of this fucking episode.
Acceptance.
Knowing that I'm sending this audio over to Colton, remember that this is the title. I've said it.
I feel like the earliest I can throw it back to is Sailor Moon, but I watched that at such a young age that I don't remember anything that happens except my massive crush on Tuxedo Mask. Thank you.
When he shows up and he does nothing and then he's like, goodbye.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, but useless
like,
men.
Look at him.
I've seen him. I didn't watch Sailor Moon, but I have seen him. I definitely know he exists and that the voice actor for a character that I do sing for voices him.
I had such a big crush on him that I made my mom get me, like, there was like a Sailor Moon art book and I would just sit there and like...
Would you stare?
I would just stare at the pictures and I would just be like, Mom, that's Tuxedo Mask. And she's like, all right, honey. I don't know what's going on, but all right.
Okay, sweetie. Mom, I want to talk about Tuxedo Mask. I know. I love him. I know.
Pretty much,
That's
yeah.
what it sounds like. I mean, if we're talking early, like, because I can go earlier than my first one, which is 2001, where I'd have...
You were baby.
I was 7.
I was
7, yeah. Baby time with 2 games that came out in that year, which the first one, to the surprise of actually nobody, is Kingdom Hearts, where I simped for Riku because who doesn't love Riku? You know, like, who doesn't love that boy? But another game came out in that year, which was Final Fantasy X. And this is probably the only time, I will probably talk about a female that I simped for, because I don't have many, but the summoner Yuna, and then 10-2 came out a couple years later and had Yuna, Riku, and Pain, and let's just say I'm really gay. I'm really gay. Like, that trio, I wanted to be part of that trio.
Was she your gay awakening, or was it someone else from that series?
It was Riku. Riku was my gay awakening. She is in a full like suit in 10, like you can't see her, and she undoes it, and she is just in these like shorts, and oh boy, I am gay. But I will talk about those 3 ladies till I am blue in the face. I want to cosplay all of them. I love them so much. I have played 10 and 10-2 multiple times. Like, the remaster came out, I bought it. There's a new remaster that's on the Switch. I almost bought it. Like, love it. 10 out of 10. Fantastic.
Can I talk about a weird one?
Yeah, you can unless Nicole wants.
Go ahead. I give you the floor.
Okay. I feel like this might be like a little too nerdy, perhaps. I'm a big fan of Harvest Moon. It was like, it's always been my favorite when I was a child. I moved on to really, really love Stardew Valley. But I spent hours upon hours in man, is it the DS cute version? I think it's the DS cute version of Harvest Moon. There was a thief character, and his favorite thing was like curry, and it was really difficult to make. And I spent literal hours of my time being such a fucking simp for Sky the thief that I just made him curry and eventually married him. And unfortunately, when the flame of that relationship fell and I got sick of him, I made another account and married Kai. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
You said a lot of words that I didn't understand because I didn't play that game, but I will just agree with you.
You have to, like, to romance the characters, you have to give them gifts they like. And some characters are really easy to romance because they have, like, really simple things they like, and some characters have really, really complicated gifts. And Sky was one of, not like, I don't think he's the most
like
complicated.
Stardew Valley.
But yeah, like
Literally
Stardew Valley.
like that,
Stardew Valley, yeah. But he was a little bit more complicated, but God, did I love that thief boy. God, did I want him. And then I ended up making another file, and I left him anyway. So
that's really valid. You left him. But I leave him on like scene?
No, we got married.
Oh, you got married? You just left him?
I made a file.
Oh, all right. I need a minute. Nicole, please take the floor. Please.
Okay. One anime that I can remember that also came around the same, almost not the same, but similar times as Inuyasha is Yu Yu Hakusho. Do you remember that?
I do.
I remember it, but I didn't watch much of it.
I liked it. I liked the opening and the ending themes, but I actually did like the main character, Yosuke, because, like, one, he saved a kid, so I was just like, that shows he cares about other people, but also because, like, they were like, wow, we didn't expect you to actually do this. We don't know what to do with you, so you're going to become a spirit detective because we have no other place to place you. And I was just like, yeah, how are you going to defeat him? Finger guns.
That's the only way to do it.
Like, honestly, valid. Also, where was that for me? Does anyone want to make me a spirit detective? Because no one knows where to put me.
Can you do finger guns really well?
I mean, like, I can do finger guns. Like,
I mean,
is this it? Does this do it for you?
That's it. I'm in. You got me.
No, but I was just like, he was just like, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna miss like everyone. And it was surprising that he was like going back and he was just like, oh my gosh, all these people miss me. All right, fine, I'll go back, but I'm still gonna.
And then Nicole died.
I got so passionate, I just threw my notes.
Honestly, valid point right there.
It wouldn't be a super Simptember if you didn't. Like,
yeah, like if you weren't passionate, I'd have to ask you to leave.
That's also a show I definitely would have loved in my youth, and I just never got around to watching it.
It's actually really good. Classical kind of anime love, you know.
See, I had brothers, so I got like roped into just watching whatever my brothers wanted to watch.
Lots of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, if you've listened to any other podcast, you would know I've watched almost the majority of old Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh GX, the start of 5Ds.
Oh, no.
But one of the shows, and I'm really gonna put me and Angela on blast.
Oh no, I'm scared.
That we watched. You know that we watched this as in our youth. Nicole, you probably have also seen some of it, at least. Naruto.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
We're in a lot of trouble. Oh, my shame. Not at liking Naruto. Like, no. Naruto is still lit. I'm not taking that back. But us.
Yeah, like, at the point when Naruto had come out in my, like, youth, I was a very angsty, like, kid. So I had really liked Kiba, but because I didn't want anyone to know I liked Kiba because I was edgy and cool, I was like, oh, Sasuke's my favorite character. And then, like, I really started to like Sasuke as a character. And I got shit on from my brothers. Like, they were like, Sasuke's so emo. And I'm like, you just don't understand. He went through shit. He's traumatized. Which, like, he is. Not gonna lie. But, at this point,
this is also like we like built a lot of our friendship on mutually liking Naruto before we were like clearly gay but haven't had the talk yet.
Like, and to set the scene, Nicole, I want you to imagine this, if you will. We went to a Catholic high school, right? So
yes,
clearly gay, haven't had the talk yet. In a Catholic high school.
Wait, this was also pre-smartphone.
Yeah, pre-smartphone. Like, this is the era. We would, at certain points, Angela had printed out fan fiction. And
I would go home, waste my parents' ink, print fan fiction on paper to the point where I ran out of printer paper and I was printing it on like literal notebook paper. And then in class, I would be like, psst, psst, Rain. And I would just pass you like some Sasunaru fan fiction
of papers and be like, dude, read the Sasunaru fan fiction. The chapter updated. It was great. And, like, in the middle of class, but also...
Wait, the fan art. I also printed out...
hold on.
I printed out fan art, and we had, like, a notebook. Like, instead of just passing notes, we just, like...
would toss a notebook onto the other person.
Because a teacher isn't suspicious of a notebook. They're suspicious of a crumpled up note, not here's my notebook. They don't have to know. I would, like, staple in Naruto fan art into the notebook.
Oh, my God. But was it, like...
I'm really putting myself on blast.
To really put us on blast, though.
Oh no.
For the amount of simping, not only for Naruto characters, but for each other. We wrote self-insert co-op combined Naruto fan fiction to the point where our OCs had gotten together.
That was after. It took a bit.
But prior to that, because we each had characters we simped for, we had characters, which Angela reminded me of this today. I had no memory of this.
I unlocked a repressed memory.
Our OCs were married to Sasuke and Gaara, and they had kids.
My OC was married to Gaara, and your OC was married to Sasuke. I had three children. I had 3 children with Gaara. 3 children. 3.
I just wanted to be known, idiot me as a fucking teen, because Sasuke would have killed me. I'm annoying. Like, he would have kicked my ass. But yeah, apparently, like, my OC had, like, children with Sasuke. They had twins. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I don't remember this, but my wife does, so it must have happened.
I'm sure I have it somewhere. I
can
almost guarantee.
Nicole, I'm gonna hit the nail on the head here.
Hit me with it.
I'm sorry to put you on blast like this. My lovely wife here wrote spicy, very spicy TM of our OCs. Literally handed it to me a month ago, 2 months ago, and went, hey, I found this. And I was like, oh God, just throw it out after I read it, because of course I'm going to read it. And I'm just like, yes, throw it out. And she was like, no, we're keeping it. So that's still in my house.
We progressed past shipping, doing just the self-insert, and we just went, you know what? Fuck it. We gay. And we just started shipping our own OCs before we, like, confessed our love for each other. Like, just throwing that out there. You know, just girly things.
Just pals being pals, you know?
Just simple things you do, you know?
I mean,
But-
you know.
I'm literally crying. I have tears.
But one thing, Gara of the Sand, he was a he was a
He could get
good.
it. He could get it
For free.
for free.
For free.
For free. He
I
could
mean,
still
he
get it for
did look
free.
crazy, but crazy be good sometimes.
Oh man, just remember, in Shippuden he gets eyebrows. So that's what matters. Like, he eventually gets eyebrows.
My
I
favorite.
still can't forgive his haircut at the end. Can't.
I don't even
Valid.
remember.
Just, it's valid.
Wait. What? I don't even remember.
I'll show you some Google images later.
Gotcha. My favorite character was Sai, the crop top, just saying. But the character I simped for was Gara.
I'm shaking my head because, like, we really were those people.
Can I say
We
one
were
thing?
the Naruto
Yes,
kids.
yes. Nicole, please take the floor. It's yours. Just
Please hide my
let
shame.
me shut up.
Is it bad I have a Gara gourd backpack still?
We have the plush still,
No,
right?
we have a plushie.
We still have the
He's
Gara
been
plush.
through things. He's like lost hair, but we still have him.
We still since high
Gross
school.
with you.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's all
Okay.
I have for my young sim. If you got anything else you want to add, Nicole, for like OG early simps,
Please do. Please.
because I need to shut up.
Please.
Okay.
We revealed too much.
It's okay. There's one that will surprise you.
I want to be surprised.
Revolutionary Girls Utena.
Yes. Yes. Hell yes.
I really loved Utena, and I was just like, I wish someone like had that much dedication to and loyalty to just save me.
Colton, you better be taking notes.
I want you to pull a sword out of my chest because you love me that much.
This is why Nicole's our friend, like for sure.
Yeah. No, Nicole fits right in.
Honestly, if anyone listening to this hasn't watched Revolutionary Girl Utena, please, it's so good. It's literally a masterpiece. Please watch it.
It's so lovely. Just the art style is just like amazing because it has the details of like the roses and the stained glass, you know, and I'm just like, it's just, it's
It was
one
really
of those
well done. Like, if I'm
It
remembering,
was.
like, because it's been a hot minute, but that show was like really well done for
Yeah.
like the time it
Yeah.
came out in.
I still remember the image.
Too.
I still remember the image of the castle being reflected from like the mirror kind of world that they would fight in. And it was so beautifully done because like I remember when in like say the opening, they have the Pegasus flying in between like the castles and just like swaying, and it was so majestic.
Also, the music, like, oh my gosh, this is a while ago that I watched this, but like, you know, like when she's like walking up like
The
Are they
stairs,
yeah,
the
and there's
spiral stairs.
like music. That I remember. That was not clear at all. I hope that was understandable.
I understood you.
You understood what I was trying to say. I'm sorry, I have simp brain. Okay. Should we continue on with high school?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if Nicole, did you watch Soul Eater?
Yes, I did.
Hell yes. Okay. Am I gonna talk about how hard I simped for Soul himself?
Yeah, you have to. You have to. That's the point.
I had a plushie. I remember vividly going to the nail salon and getting like acrylics and getting them in like white and red.
Oh my god.
I was like 14, 15, okay? Give me a break. But I really, really, really simped for him. And I think you...
I simped so hard for Death the Kid. Like, it was a thing because, like, when around that age, like, I was, like, going through a lot of my stupid mental disorder bullshit that we're gonna call it, because I don't want to unpack that on live. And just him having his little freak out moments of things not being, like, symmetrical and even and stuff, that, like, really, like, resonated with me, so he was my favorite. Nowadays, it is in fact Black Star who I simp for. He is not blonde, but he is loud, so it just fits right in. We love that
Sorry,
here.
can I just throw in Soul. Black Star.
Soul!
Black Star.
Soul! And then then they got shot.
Also, if I'm remembering his name correctly, Stein could hit it for free. Thank you. I'm not even remotely ashamed. Stein, and then oh my gosh. Again, this is high school. I'm not remembering well. The Medusa-esque character.
Wasn't her name just Medusa?
Was it just
Yeah, it was Medusa.
Medusa.
I'm literally a fool. I'm a fake fan.
Get out.
Canceled.
You're off
Immediately
the Simp
canceled.
podcast.
Could hit it for free.
Could
Thank
hit
you.
it for free. I think we're gonna move.
Wait, really quickly.
Before we move on.
I'm sorry. I'm excited. I'm noticing that I really like sharp tooth characters, huh? I really like pointy teeth. Soul, Rin from Free, Kirishima, my hero. Didn't Grell also have pointy teeth?
Grell had sharp teeth.
Grell. Just wanted to throw that in there.
Okay, well, we're gonna move. We're gonna move past our early simps. We're leaving them in the past. They are gone now. I'm
Never
sorry.
to be forgotten.
You lied.
I'm lying because I have been pointed out.
You can't move past high school without taking a special moment to mention Durarara.
That's true.
Which I am butchering the pronunciation of. Celti. I still, to this day, want a tattoo of Celti. She doesn't need a head. She has one, but she doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. I love her. And you love her significant other.
I'm going to put myself on blast. I love the voice actor Yuri Lowenthal. I love him.
Valid.
And any character that he voices just so happens, not because he voices them, but because of the character themselves, I will love. So, one, Dr. Shinra from Durarara, hello. He could A, hit it for free, but he won't because he's married. And I would not ruin a relationship. I am not a homewrecker. It's not me. But B, that man literally sits there and goes, I don't mind that you don't have a head, Celti. And I was just like, why is it so beautiful? Kinky, but beautiful. So I'm just gonna go. If anyone needs me.
Shizuo, because anyone who can throw me across a city block is for me. And also Izaya, mainly because of the cell phone scene.
I mean, if you haven't seen the anime, there is a scene where Izaya just takes this girl's phone, throws it on the ground, and just starts jumping on it and laughing. And this is the moment that, like, I started to fall for him. He just stops, and he's like, oh, this is boring, and leaves. And I'm like...
He's pure chaotic neutral.
That's me.
He's just doing shit to do shit and see what happens. Like, I love that for him.
We appreciate that.
Another problematic fave. Now we can move past.
Looking to show your skin some love? Shirley B. Soap Co. has you covered. Shirley B. Soap Co. is a one-person soap shop that makes handmade, all-natural, palm oil-free, vegan soaps made with ethical ingredients and uses low-waste packaging on each and every order. And they're based right here in New York City. Right now, $5 from every purchase of their Lemongrass Love Soap Bar goes to the Justice for Jacob Blake Fund. Each month, there will be a new soap and a charity that they'll be donating to. Check out all of their soaps at Shirley B. Soap Co. on Etsy and give your skin the love it deserves.
All right, so we're going to move on. We're moving away. The past is in the past. And I figure we could talk about some newer simp characters. I know because of quarantine, I've been watching a lot of new shit and playing a lot of new shit. I have some things going back to, I guess, 2015 is when this anime came out. That would be my earliest quote unquote new thing. But I thought that would be a good leaving high school, coming into I guess adults still watching anime and playing nerd games because we didn't change.
No.
If either one of you wants to start off this time. No? Nicole? Yes? Nicole?
Thank you, Sensei.
Anytime, bish.
So the thing is, I'm going to be honest here. When you told me this simp thing, I didn't know actually the definition of a simp. I thought it was either the attraction to them sexually, or you just want to be with them, you know? So, based on that original idea of a simp, I put Koro-sensei from Assassination Classroom.
Ooh, boy.
I'm I'm sorry, I've never seen it.
Just ooh.
I know, and somebody told me the correct definition, so I'm just like, someone's gonna give me a call now and be like, do you need some help?
Are we
professional help?
And we're just like, and Nicole, you need therapy.
Therapy.
Oh yeah, no, if you looked at my list I have, I need some mental health.
Wait, can I have a crumb of context for him?
So you've definitely seen him. He's the big yellow creature.
I mean,
with the
you
tentacles.
already. Wait, am I gonna put myself on blast again? You already know how I feel about tentacles.
Yeah, but he's like, what's they have to kill him. The students have to kill him.
But they have like spicy.
No.
Oh.
He's not spicy at all. It's not a spicy.
It's not that kind of tentacle.
No,
they are children. You can't do that.
Children.
They are in high school.
I have not seen it. I cannot be canceled for offenses I did not know about. Thank you.
It's okay. No, but I mean, his human self before he spoilers, before he turns into this monster, he was quite handsome, and that helped in his assassin game.
That's pretty valid. That's a valid point. Key point.
But I was just like, oh my gosh, he's telling me such great advice, and like if he's putting so much dedication to you for your future, for your educational stance, I was just like, I want him to be by my side forever, but not sexually. That is a different thing.
Okay, so I'm getting the vibe I'm getting is more Lovecraftian horror, less hentai tentacle. Got it. Understood. Yeah. Understood. Got it.
But he's a good boy though.
That's valid. It's just valid. Like I can't say anything except for the fact that that's a valid choice. Nicole, I appreciate you. I appreciate your pick. Listen, I gotta be real. I'm gonna be real with my boys here. We're real on lives, how we work. The real reason I needed to do this podcast was because I needed to talk about a character that I am simping for, a new simp.
Right now,
in the present, in this exact moment, without Colton and Zach being here, because the last time I spoke about him, I got shat all over and he got shat on, and I am not willing to put up with that right now. So we're going to talk about Bakugo Katsuki and why he's an amazing character in My Hero Academia. I needed to be known. This anime came out in 2016, right? And my brother gave me the first 8 episodes onto my smartphone. And I immediately was like, Katsuki Bakugo, favorite character, loud, angry blonde, fucking angry Koopa. I was like, that's it. That's perfect. That's all I need. I got a pop figure, and then I didn't watch anything else. I completely fell off the map. There was no more Boku no Hero. It was gone. I recently binge watched the entire series and caught up with the manga, and I can safely say that Bakugo Katsuki is my second favorite character in the entire series.
Wow.
He's great. He has character development. He is actually a really amazing character to watch grow through the show. And that's important to me because I really like character development.
Spoil the new manga chapter, but
I will not spoil the new manga chapter, but I pretty much cried, and I tweeted out that I will be getting the new chapter tattooed on my body because it's all about Bakugo and his, I guess, atonement for things that he did to Deku and stuff like that. And I'm a big baby, and I cried. Nicole, what do you have to say?
I have a question. Are you gonna get the entire manga volume on yourself for this man?
No,
just
there's just one page. There's tattoo it behind my eyelids.
Yeah,
actually,
you understand me.
But that's what I have to say about that. In a quick to end off my hero thing, I am also in fact simping for my favorite character of all time in this show, which is Denki Kaminari. Loud blonde, love him. He's really actually a great character. Everyone shits on him. He deserves better. He's not actually stupid. Present Mike, Loud Blonde. We love to see it.
I know how you feel about Loud Blonde.
I really like Loud Blondes.
All three of those were Loud Blondes.
Yeah, I know. And then Aizawa Sensei, of course, Stan, 10 out of 10, and the washing machine hero. Don't at me.
Are we... I need a minute. Are we... Am I gonna have to put myself on blast for my personal My Hero Simps? Am I gonna have to put myself on blast here? Am I gonna have to be real with my boys?
Gotta be real with your boys.
The number one top simp, Mirko. Mirko could hit it for free. I would literally let her ruin my life. She wouldn't, but I would let her. Please, Mirko, step on me, please. I'm sorry. She's 5'2", powerful as fuck. But, oh, you're also 5 foot. I might have a type.
Do you like small girls that could kick your ass?
Yeah.
Damn, do I got news for you? I'm 5'2" and I could kick your ass.
That's all I want.
I'm in, boys.
I don't want to spoil the manga too much, but fucking Christ, do I love Mirko? And my boyfriend, my hero boyfriend is Tamaki Yamajiki. I would die for Tamaki Yamajiki. It's not just the tentacles, it's also the personality. I'm glad
that it's not just the tentacles.
It's not just the tentacles.
Glad that got in there.
I had to make it clear,
Yeah.
I really love Anxious Boy. I really love him. And then my problematic one is Dobby, my crispy boyfriend.
We actually found out he might not be crispy today.
I don't want to talk about it. About the skin grafts and how he might be moist. I'm not going to think about it. I'm choosing to ignore that and pretend it's more like a leather feeling. But I really put myself like out here, huh?
Listen, man.
I really just I don't know. I like squishy soft boy, but I also like bad boy. I don't know what to say.
Listen, I mean, I can put myself really on blast here with my love for one Bakugo Katsuki.
I think you should. I think you owe it to your audience.
So, Nicole, I don't know.
Honest.
Nicole, hold on. Nicole, yes, what do you have to say? Your hand is up here before I put myself out to the universe.
Can we take a moment to just talk about Fat Gum?
Yes! Yes!
Wait, is Fat Gum also allowed blah? I need to go!
Fat Gum could, once again, hit it for free.
But I want Fat Gum to hit it for free when he's, like, not skinny. You know? Like, I want
round and
large
plump
and in charge and probably just not wanting to hit it and just wanting to be like, I got you a snack. Like, that's for me, boo.
That's just me.
Just like love, and then after, just many snacks. You know? That's how it be. That is the way. That is the proper way.
Nicole, is that the way to your heart, would you say?
That is. It is.
I'm learning about Nicole.
Colton, you've probably been new. But
in editing when you're listening to this, you've been new, but take notes.
I like sandwiches.
I just want to point out that I do, in fact, always come through with the snacks.
You do come through with the snacks. It's true.
I'm sorry, you were going to put yourself on blast?
I'm going to put myself on here. Nicole, do you know of a person on the internet that goes by the name of Yagami Yato?
Sounds familiar, yes.
So Yagami Yato is a girl who does very, very, very not safe for work Haikyuu. What the fuck is that other show?
Which one?
I don't remember. With the fucking Titans. Attack on Titan. There we go. And My Hero audios. And
she's a queen.
She's a queen. She's been doing like 12,
we love and support.
12 years of like vocal training. And and by I mean we may be paying for a monthly subscription to her Patreon to listen to some audios in which I have fallen asleep to the 2-hour Bakugo sleeping audio multiple times because all it is him breathing and calling me a dumbass in his sleep, and my brain goes, good night, and I can just pass out. So
Power of Loud Blondes.
This is like an if you know situation.
Yeah, like if you know what I'm talking about, you know.
I know that every I know that everyone in this fandom like is simping for Hawks. I do agree. I think he's pretty. But once again, Tamaki Amajiki. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Just Tamaki Amajiki.
Thank you. I will be leaving my own podcast now.
Yeah, I don't have. I have no.
Just anybody else talk about.
I don't even know if I feel any shame. I don't even know at this point if I really am capable of feeling shame.
I don't know.
Question: am I allowed to just go out of the My Hero Academia?
Yes, we're done.
Please,
Okay.
please
go anywhere
please
else.
Stop us, please.
Okay, so there's this anime. It's really cute. It's called My Love Story, and
I feel like I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
it's so good. It's so cute, and it's just like it's about this really big. But when I say big, everyone thinks he's a gorilla, like big dude. And he's only in high school, but everyone thinks that he's like an adult. His name is Goda, and he's just so awesome. He's amazing. And when I see him, I'm just like, I picture Colton, like large, very strong. He literally saved his love interest from a falling beam from by himself.
That was so cute. That was just extremely wholesome. I think I'm gonna shed tears later.
We're over here being horrible, and Nicole.
That was really cute. I'm sorry.
No, but it's just like, if you can save your love interest from a falling beam, that's like, yeah, that's for you. They're one for you.
My heart.
But like, he's just like, he's always acting as like kind of dorky, but like he has a best friend who's like really hot, and all the girls that he likes, like the handsome friend. But like the handsome friend's like, no, all the women that you choose are bad for you. Just the current girlfriend you got, she's good for you. And I'm just like,
it's like really wholesome.
I'm sorry. I'm just like, I just love it.
No, you don't apologize for shit, Nicole. All right, this is no apologies on this fucking podcast. Okay. Also,
just look him up. He's a really handsome guy.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I think that like I've seen bits and pieces, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I think it's sweet. It's like such a like cute anime. But the boy's so sweet. He's like, I like this girl. Everyone like my friend, but I like you, and she like, I like you.
Can I throw it to a non-anime one?
Yeah.
Okay. Steven Universe. Pearl. Pearl's my wife. I would literally die for Pearl to this day. I just really wanted to throw that in there because I really simped for Pearl. Like, I really hardcore loved the fuck out of Pearl. Thank you.
Is that it?
I don't think I can justify being part of a Super Simptember and not at least give an honorable mention to Pearl.
Pearl.
Exactly.
Oh, Pearl. I did get you Pearl points for Christmas.
You did. You literally got me Pearl points for Christmas.
Yeah, I know your love of Pearl. I mean, if we're gonna back off anime,
just for a minute. I have a couple more. Don't worry.
I think that I should talk about something in which it is Colton Murray's fault that I am like this. It's Colton Murray's fault. We are gonna talk about two boys that I simp for in Fire Emblem Three Houses, and the only reason I started that was because of Colton. Because Colton kept being like, you gotta try Fire Emblem, you gotta try Fire Emblem. And I did. And I looked it up before I played it. And who did I fall for? One Claude Von Regan. Because who doesn't? Like, who has looked at Fire Emblem Three Houses and not gone, damn, that's an attractive man?
No boy more delicious than Claude Von Regan.
I would like to just, if anybody has seen Colton Murray's Twitter, interested in women and Claude Von Regan. Like, this is a straight man who likes Claude Von Regan.
Look at Claude.
So, like, really, like, I did the Golden Deer route first. I married him. Like, that's where I was. But what I don't think Colton Murray was expecting was that I would jump ship. And I did. And I ended up a Blue Lion stan, simping for one Felix Hugo Fraldarius. And that's there's nothing to say. What a horrible man. I want to marry him.
He's just a little rough around the edges. It's all right.
He's a sexist piece of shit, but he's my sexist piece of shit, and I want to marry him.
I mean, I'm not any better. I have one, what I consider to be a non-problematic person who I simp for in Fire Emblem Three Houses, and my problematic fave, Sylvain Gautier. I love him. I know he's a bad noodle. I am aware, but he has so many layers. I don't even know where to go with this. I don't know how I'm supposed to like dig myself out of this hole. Hold on.
Well, you see, from Sylvain, who's your other favorite boy?
Oh, my absolute top favorite boy is Ferdinand von Aegir. Ferdinand von Aegir. I'm not justifying shit. I love him. I would die for Ferdinand von Aegir. Ferdinand von Aegir literally is free education king. If you don't play like is it Crimson Flower?
Crimson Flower.
Yeah, gosh. Okay, I'm dumb. If you don't play the Crimson Flower route, you might not like Ferdinand. But if you like actually sit and give him a chance, he's just such a good dude. Like, he's really a good dude. Like, he I think there's like a support with is it Bernadetta, where he makes her a lot of the characters actually where he makes them uncomfortable, and then he's like, oh wait, I should really like go back and apologize for this. His idea of nobility isn't like, I am rich man. It's like, oh, I'm supposed to like do good for my people and make their society better and help the poor and make sure they're educated and things like that. And I love that for him. Also, like, big titties, long hair. Thank you.
Nicole, please, I see you have something to say.
I too have a Fire Emblem fave.
Yes, give it to me.
But it is not a Three Houses. That's the thing.
Even better.
It is... Wait. It is Frederick.
Yes! Frederick!
He is such a good guy. I'm just like, okay, he can protect you, he can get to you super fast, and he likes to start fires.
We do like arson.
I'm going to commit arson when I break from these mortal chains.
I can't talk shit about arson because I just talked about.
You really did just talk about Dobby. So you can't. But if Frederick wants to commit arson, Nicole, you better be right there with him.
Yeah, also, he's cleaning off pebbles so I don't trip. And I know me, I will trip no matter what. So, but at least he's trying his best.
Nicole gets it. Nicole understands.
Nicole gets it.
Nicole knows what she wants and is there for it. This is
also
valid.
He's a really cute person because, like, for your whole marriage thing, he's just like, he's trying to eat bear meat because, like, you know, you're surviving in the wilderness. The only thing he can kill is a bear, and he can't eat it.
All right, rip in peace, Colton.
Rip Colton. But then you teach him to eat bear meat, and he's just like, you know what? I want to marry you because you helped me to teach bear meat. No, to eat bear meat.
Babe, can you just imagine if when I proposed to you, I was like, you taught me how to use the stove and cook chicken that
Honestly,
one time.
That's kind of valid considering.
Marry me.
Like, I did teach you how to cook egg.
Yeah, no, I did
Listen,
not.
eggs are hard.
Dude, no, you don't understand. I only know how to make 3 dishes. I can't cook. It's
the 3 dishes that you do make, you make them really well.
Thank you.
So, I mean,
you know, I got it. I got you guys there.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna throw it really quickly back to Three Houses, really, really quick, because you're just not gonna talk about Hilda. You're just gonna casually gloss over your love of.
I don't know how else to say this except for just, if Hilda cut me in half with her axe, I would put myself back together just to say thank you.
Please step on me, Hilda. Thank you.
I'm throwing that one out to one Zachary Pensa because I know he also loves Hilda, and he would appreciate that. He would also appreciate being stepped on.
I mean, my best girl was Dorothea because Dorothea is just a fucking queen.
She's a queen.
Like, I married her my first route, so
I was supposed to marry her, but then I married Claude.
I mean, like, that's valid too, but
He's so pretty. He's so pretty. I'm gonna get us out of video game land for a second.
Should we go back to anime?
Yeah, I'm going back to anime. Just to put this out here, I watched Haikyuu this year. After you told me to watch Haikyuu multiple times. I sat down and I watched it this year, and I simped really hard for Suki, which everyone was like, I hate Suki, and I was like, who the fuck is Suki? Like, 3 seasons in, I'm like, I have no idea who this character is, and then I realized, and I was like, oh, the hot one? Yeah, no, I love him.
They're
Glasses
all the
boy?
hot ones.
No, glasses? Angry? Sarcastic? Blonde? Yeah, he's not loud, but he's blonde, and that hits one of my check marks, you know?
Am I going to talk about, once again, my love of problematic men? Oikawa. I am such an Oikawa simp, and you know what? No one can say shit to me because Oikawa is an Olympian now. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Am I incorrect?
Okay, but since we're back in anime land, which is one of my favorites, I'm going to talk about an anime called Kiss Him, Not Me. And I'm going to talk
Wait a minute.
Yes.
What is the plot? Can I just know what the plot is?
The plot is I love BL. That's just it.
Big ladies.
That is not what that means. You know damn well.
I know exactly that that's not what that means. Please,
But-
Nicole, tell me about your simps, though.
Okay, I love Matsumi, which is one of the boys that the main character ships with, like, the youngest of the group. But I love him because the fact that the main character was originally a little chubby, right? Then but he was very friendly. He was always very nice to her. And then, like, something traumatic happened where she watched her favorite anime character die, and then she went into, like, a terrible, like, sleep depression, and she just ends up, like, losing weight, and she became beautiful. And all the boys in the school were like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. But Matsumi's like, oh, it's you. You're still the same person. You just lost a little weight, but you're still the amazing, same kind person that I always know you to be. And I'm just like, Matsumi!
You see how that's, like, the proper way you could do that? And then Insatiable did a whole
Oh,
180.
God.
All I could think about what you said, that was just the show Insatiable, not an anime, a terrible show,
I don't
an
recommend
actual
it.
clusterfuck.
Don't
watch
recommend it unless you want to have a bad time.
I had a bad time.
It's a ride.
But, like, that sounds so cute, though. Like,
that was
imagine
cute.
everyone, damn, you're hot. Other person, no, wait, you're the same girl. Hey,
wholesome
content. Nicole, wholesome. Me, disgusting. That's how
Well,
it just...
But with this anime, I saw the manga, like the finishing one, and I was so happy. I don't know if I'm not gonna do it.
Do it.
do it.
They get together, right? They end up getting married. But the thing is, for their wedding, she ends up gaining all the weight again because she found out she was pregnant, and she's like, "Oh, I gotta eat for 2," and he's just like, "Yes, this is fine." And you know what? I still love you no matter what shape you come in. And I'm just like, Matsumi, you are the best out of all 5 of them. 5 of them. There were 5 candidates. One of them was the best.
Obviously, the other 4 are irrelevant compared to him.
Throw the other 4 in the garbage. Like, take them, put them in the bin. They're gone. Get them out of here. Gross. One boy.
One of them was it was second place. One of them was really close. The other female love interest. She was also going hard for her. So second place.
That's wild.
Am I allowed to throw in one more Haikyuu fave?
Yeah.
Suga. I feel like we need to have more appreciation for the fact that Suga's actually such a bad bitch, and I love him. Could hit it for free.
Someone call an ambulance, not for me though. And it's Suga walking in and he like kills a man. I mean, spikes the wall or whatever the fuck. He sets it and they spiked it and I was crying because he's so good at what he does.
I don't have anything to add. I just really need to speak about my appreciation for Suga.
That's all you need.
That's all
you need to tell me is that you appreciate Suga, and I'm
okay. During quarantine, one of the anime that Rain and I watched was Bungo Stray Dogs. It's actually really good. It does not get enough appreciation in the US, I feel. So please give it a shot. It's really, really cool. It's a really cool concept. But problematic boys, I love Dazai. I would call Dazai daddy if he asked.
I would commit a double suicide with him.
Yeah, so I don't know if I should trigger warning it, but I would also commit double suicide with Dazai.
That's all he wants. I mean, like, if we're talking like characters we truly love, I once again throw it back to a loud blonde, Kenji. He gets no love, no screen time, and I just love him. End of conversation.
You also love that voice actor.
I do. He's voiced by Lucian Dodge, who voices Felix. And it's a total 180, and I can't. Lucian Dodge is a fucking masterpiece of a man. Huh.
It's not just because I love them as a ship. I also love them as individual characters. I also want to throw Chuya in there. I love... Raiden knows this about me. Ginger men. Give me the gingers. Give me the ginger anime boys. Chuya is literally the most beautiful boy. And also, his power is really cool, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
That's all I had to throw.
Nicole, do you have anything else? Any other simps before I move on to the last segment I have planned?
No, I think we're good.
All right, so my last segment that I have, and this is, I don't know if we've hit them for you guys, but I separated a list for this, which is just characters from any point that no matter what, you will still simp for. And this is like me personally being like, Kingdom Hearts, sure, I put Riku because he was my first simp, but no matter what happens, I will simp for Zexion / like Ienzo because they're the same person till I die. There is nothing you can say or do to make me change my mind on that. He is the best character in the entire series. He is very developed for the side character they wanted him to be, and he gets a happy ending. So nothing can take that away from me. I don't know if you guys have little characters like that, but that's like important to me.
I do think I can count Salty because I've loved her for years, like since high school, and I really do want a tattoo of her.
Nicole?
For me, it would be from originally a book that came out in 1986, but came into movie in 2004. It will be Hal from Hal's Moving Castle.
That is so valid.
That's a good choice.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I have the original book and the movie.
I love.
I've never seen the movie. I read the book. I read the book. I read the book this year. This year I read the book. So, but that's like Haku from Spirited Away. Yes. Literally, there's nothing anyone could say that is like my favorite Studio Ghibli character. So well done. Dragon, hello?
Also, that movie like really made me cry in my childhood. Like I really openly wept as a child watching that.
Else?
She's asking which one. Which movie made you cry?
Oh, Spirited Away. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, that made me. That one was. That one was emotional.
This doesn't really count as a simp, but a character that I'm always gonna love, like really, really love. Alphonse from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Before or after before or after Robot?
Either. I will take him either way. He is just such a good boy, and like I recently rewatched all of Brotherhood, and I realized how much I love his character. Like he's just such a strong boy, and I love him. He's like so strong but so soft, and it really. I'm gonna get emotional and just calm down. I just really love Al. Yeah. To this day, my favorite character.
I have a tendency to like characters that are not super relevant, I guess, in things. There is a video game, it's Star Ocean, and it's pretty popular, like, over in Japan. It's not as popular here, I don't think. But the fourth game, there is a character that you get in your party for maximum an hour. An hour he is in the game and in your party and playable. His name is Armat. He is a elf with a scythe, and I love him, and I would die for him, even though he helps you and then immediately tries to kill you, and I'm still simping to this day. So,
does it comfort you to know that my favorite character from Neon Genesis Evangelion is in 2 episodes? It's Kawaru, and I'm still a simp to this day from my childhood.
Many characters, man. This is just how it be. Nicole, do you have any characters like that are in, like, an episode and you're just like, that's my favorite boy? Because that's me. Nicole's thinking.
I'm like, oh my gosh, you really put me on the spot right now.
That's what I do.
Like, only for, like,
like a minimum amount of time, or, like, very background character, so they're there, but they're just not, like, present, I guess. Like, they're not your main focus. Like,
since Nicole's thinking, can I give a special shout out, even though we've moved past the segment?
Yeah.
Since I just brought up Full Metal Alchemist. I am gonna butcher the ever-living shit out of her name pronunciation, but Armstrong's sister, Olivier. I fucking Jesus.
That woman could crush me with her thighs.
Please, God, like, just murder me. I would also, she could kill me and I would say thank you.
Yeah, honestly,
I would say thank you.
Valid.
Thank you, Queen. Like,
Nicole, did you come up with an answer to my question?
Had it and then I forgot it. Oh no.
It's okay. While you're thinking, I'm going to toss this to my last character I have listed because I have a quick ending story for this.
A story?
A story to end my simplest, if you will. Back in high school, me and my friend Francis, we really were into this game Tales of Graces, and it had just been remastered. And our senior year of high school, it is the last day of school. I get a text that says, wear green to school. And I'm like, why? What for? And she goes, well, King Richard of Windor's alternate costume is green, and I'm going in as Asbel. And so I went to school in this really fancy green shirt that flowed really nicely. I wore heels and everything.
And mind you, again, we went to Catholic school, so this was like a special occasion. Like, we had like very few days where we could dress down.
Yeah, but it was the last day of senior year. And Francis brought me a crown from Burger King when they used to do that. And I spent my last day as a senior in high school dressed as King Richard of Windor. And that man could easily get it for free. So, all I have to say about that, Nicole.
I got it. So it's also a small anime, but also it's a book and a manga. It's from Bakuno, which is...
Yep, it's good.
Really? You know about it? Yay! It's so, like, small. I feel like a lot of people really don't know about it. The chief editor, he is only for like a couple minutes, like kind of doing like refreshers for each. I don't know if you remember him, but like he's very mysterious. And then like at the very last, you see his face, but he's just.
I definitely like, but it's one of those things where I don't remember any of the detail.
You know, it'd be that way sometimes.
But he's like, yeah, he's kind of pulling the strings. He's really cool.
I love characters like that, though.
I believe we have hit time, especially considering we broke into the studio and Colton will probably be home at some point and find us here.
And now that you know way too much about us,
we are all going to disappear. Thank you guys so much for listening. Don't forget to check out our sponsor and check out their Etsy and their Facebook. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Once again, we had Nicole, if you would like to say something.
Thanks, guys.
And my wife, Angela.
I'm just happy to be included, to be honest. Like, Happy to be here.
And me, your favorite simping host, Drain. Thank you guys once again so much for listening. Tune in next week where we talk about something else. Probably not simp related. Will we finish Dragon Ball Z? Will we finish Yu-Gi-Oh! GX? Nobody fucking knows. We don't have any plans. Have a good night.
Oh, hey guys, you're already in the studio. We're setting up for the podcast. So what's our topic for tonight?
You want to talk about Dragon Ball Z?
Sure.
Great. I love Trunks.
What do you mean it's over?
Surprise?